Oh, Lord. Speaking of behaving themselves accordingly, Lord. Clayton Bigsby. Clayton Bigsby got the stem cell surgery. He got the stem cells injected in his eyes and his vision came back. Then Clayton Bigsby came back to have a phenomenal career as rapper Kanye West. And then when he changed his name to Ye, oh, Clayton Bigsby. Clayton Bigsby has been out here wilding the fuck out. And of course, I'm talking about Kanye. Woo chow. Woo chow. When you see a self-loathing motherfucker, you know them when you see them, okay? Know them by the clown mask that they wear. And sometimes it'll cover their whole face. So as you all know, I'm sure, and I apologize if you have intentionally been avoiding Kanye shit. And I can understand why you would do that because I too have been avoiding it for a number of weeks. But here we are again with this man, this black white supremacist, this very he's at this point I was going to say misguided, I was going to say, troubled. No. Mm-mm. Let's play the clip and then I'll come back because some of this shit, it's like you really got to see it to believe it. So let me bring you up to speed. So we know that Kanye has been on a right-wing media tour, beginning with fucking Tucker Carlson, and he went on Piers Morgan. Then he went on fucking some other fucking right-wing motherfucker I don't know, Tim Pool. Then I'm very disappointed in myself that I even know this much about it. But what has capped it all off was his appearance yesterday on Alex Jones's Infowars. Now, Alex Jones himself, a very controversial figure, they just ran his pockets for $1 billion because he was saying that the Sandy Hook victims, the children, the dozens of children that were mowed down by gunfire, he said that thing was a hoax. Again, to me, a very big red flag that America's psychosis is so deep because that particular strain of crackerism was denying that white children were mowed down as a part of a mass shooting, which to me, I said, wow, y'all, these motherfuckers is gone. They don't even give a fuck about white kids no more. This shit's crazy. So this is who Kanye West is now in company with, along with white supremacists Nick Fuentes and some motherfucking schmuck. I don't know who the fuck these Bamas are. So anyway, this is who Kanye kicks it with nowadays. Not to say that he was in the greatest company when he was hanging out with like Jay-Z and T.I. But now I don't know. Now he's just rolling with a different set of assholes, I suppose. So here's the clip of Kanye West on Alex Jones' show. A clip, because there could have been easily 15 clips to select from because he was saying wild shit. But the biggest thing that's getting the attention was his praise of Hitler and his insistence that, we can't be dissing Nazis all the time. Whose man's is this? Whose boy is this? Anyway, let's check out the clip and we'll come back.
That's right. You're not Hitler. You're not a Nazi. You don't deserve to be called that and demonized.
Well, I see good things about Hitler also. I love everyone, and Jewish people are not going to tell me you can love, us, and you can love what we're doing to you with the contracts, and you can love what we're pushing with the pornography. But this guy that invented highways, invented the very microphone that I use as a musician. You can't say out loud that this person ever did anything good, and I'm done with that. I'm done with the classifications. Every human being has something of value that they brought to the table, especially Hitler. How about that one? Ari Emanuel, how you like that one? Hey, Ron, you gonna do anything to fix Chicago? They want to separate and confuse the Christians and make us afraid to stand next to each other. A Christian can stand next to anyone. We can go visit R. Kelly in prison. We can go talk to Harvey Weinstein.
That's what Jesus did.
Yes, because Jesus can save everyone. But if the Zionists can get us so afraid that they're going to do what they've been doing to me, attempting to put me in jail, freeze my accounts, smearing me on the media, all of these things, you put on the whole armor of God and they will not be able to break your spirit.
Yikes. You know who else put on the whole armor of God? The Ku Klux Klan. You know who else put on the whole armor of God? All of the Catholic priests who were abusing children around the globe for hundreds of years. I think that's safe to say. That's a safe assumption, right? Like, it's so weird and also very dangerous and telling to hear him. It's so odd to hear him go so hard for Christianity. And it's like, do you understand the amount of harm that has been done to people that look exactly like you, Kanye West, in the name of Christianity? Are you aware of this? And I am not equipped to get into a discussion about Judaism and Zionism. I encourage you to please go over to Black Power Media, where some very sage minds and learned scholars, some learned doctors have weighed in and offered brilliant clarity and analysis on that. I encourage you to do that. I am not the one for that. But this nigga is on one, and he's been on one for some time. And the ways in which Kanye has been allowed to get and ratchet up his rhetoric to this point and now it's a big deal about his anti-Semitic comments, which it is a big deal. I'm not going to minimize that. For this nigga to be bigging up Hitler, it's a very odd take. And I saw some folks on Twitter actually point out the fact that the good sis Erykah Badu at one point in Twitter also said that she had empathy for Hitler. And I think that is kind of an indefensible thing. But trying to put myself in people's shoes, Erica is one of those love and light woo woo chicks, right? She's going to tell you that the devil, that she's going to tell you about the devil when he was still in heaven before he was cast out of heaven, how the devil didn't always be on some bullshit, how the devil used to do some all right shit before he became the devil, right? She's one of them chicks. Like, I'm going to find the good in everybody. Kanye is being very disingenuous here, and all that he is trying to do is continue to manufacture outrage for his comments and continue to stand further in allegiance with those who are the mouthpieces of white supremacy in America for the most part, right? But all I see is somebody who hates themselves. I see someone who hates blackness, is anti-black, who hates women, who is misogynistic, who has a particular animus for black women. He's misogynoirist, right? Like, this guy, I can't say it's time to dispose of him, because it's been time to dispose of him. And if anybody, and collectively, even we as a people, black people as a people, the hip hop community, and if mainstream wider America really gave a fuck about black people and black women, Kanye would have been canceled a long time ago. Okay, he would have been canceled a long time ago. He should have been very properly canceled when he was endorsing and stumping for Donald Trump. I mean, that was a fireable offense, absolutely. And I'm sure there are probably a number of fireable offenses that predate that I'm just forgetting, because there's been so many. there's been so many. But when he talks about the Christianity thing, just note that, because a lot of people, and I'm not even sure what the extent of the defense of Kanye could be even right now. I think, some of the commentary I saw regarding those who watched this Alex Jones interview in its entirety were saying how Alex Jones appeared to be very uncomfortable. How Alex Jones was trying to get him to pump the brakes a little bit, and let's be clear. Kanye West is no more of a bigger anti-Semite than Alex Jones or any of these fucking right-wing fucktards. Just for the simple fact that some of them will be a little bit more discreet in how they voice their anti-Semitism. At the end of the day, Alex Jones knows that that's maybe a contingent he doesn't really want to smoke with. So that's why he was like, shit, just say that. We can say that off air, Kanye. Don't say that right now with the cameras hot and everything and the mic hot. And what the fuck was this nigga wearing on his head? Why do he have his face covered? I know why he had his face covered, because there's a part of him that is ashamed of the things that he is saying, because there is a little part of Ye that was kind of like when Han Solo had been taken over. No, wait, that's a different movie. No, okay, no, I'm thinking of the right one. I'm still thinking of Harrison Ford, but I'm thinking Indiana Jones. When Indiana Jones, oh my God, that was a fucking colonialist adventure too, was it not? Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, when the brown people gave Indiana Jones, I guess, the voodoo mixture, whatever the fuck it was, and the nigga was in a daze, but he didn't get snapped out of it until he got hit with the fire. And I feel like there's a teeny pea-sized part of Kanye's consciousness that understands that this is shameful in what he's saying. That's why he had his face covered up like that. I feel bad for his children. I feel bad for anybody that might be influenced by Kanye's rhetoric and might be moved to violence, right? Because that's usually what happens when these kinds of targeted denigrating views aimed at specific groups, when these kind of things get platformed. And that's exactly what's happening with this right-wing talking points tour. He's being platformed by these people for all this anti-Semitic shit. And I'm sure anything anti-black, he's willing to hop on that too. And I'm sure he definitely has, but I can't watch all the Kanye things, everybody. I love myself too much. I love myself too much. But I will say this. The part of the reason why I wanted to say something as well is because at the end of the day, we are not in community with him now, but Kanye does come out of our community. Okay, he comes out the black community, and trust me, whatever the fuck he's on right now, we don't bear any responsibility for, or we don't have to speak up on his behalf at all. Fuck that. No. But but because he's black and comes out of the hip hop community, I feel compelled to say that everything that has happened with him, it's okay. It's past time to throw him away. And even when I even find myself commenting on it, and I'm loath to do so, but I think the reason that I do so is because at the end of the day, I purchased this man's music. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's got me looking at myself like, what in the fuck? How come I couldn't peep this from years ago, from way from college dropout? How come, why is this side of him coming out now? And some would argue it's his mental illness presenting itself, but I very much disagree with that. There might be elements about his behavior that could be influenced or could be directly tied to his mental illness, but anti-Semitism is not a feature of bipolar disorder. Okay, like misogynoir is not a feature of bipolar disorder. Like, these are things that he has had within him for some time, and only now he feels unable to do so. So, and trust me, as somebody who I would consider myself, as somebody who has definitely committed acts of career suicide from time to time, this nigga takes the fucking cake, dog. Like, I've never seen someone intentionally take a blowtorch to their fucking legacy and go out all the way sad like this, But had there been any concern about his anti-black, anti-woman rhetoric years ago, Kanye would have never had the opportunity to get to this point where he is praising Hitler in real time, and coming off like a complete like seriously, like one of the worst people in the world. He just looks so horrific. And I want to correct a little bit of misinformation here too. We'll pop up that tweet from Kanye, because Kanye has had his Twitter account suspended again for the second time. The first time he was suspended was before Elon Musk took control of ownership of Twitter. And it's when Kanye had tweeted about he was going to go DEFCON 3 on the Jews. He had his account suspended after that. When Elon Musk took the reins, Kanye had his account reinstated. And then Kanye tweeted out last night, not this tweet. Well, he did tweet this out, but he tweeted out the Star of David and a swastika merged together. And what's been widely reported is that that was the tweet that got Kanye's account suspended, which is false. False. Because, Elon, apartheid clad, he just has a problem with the anti-Semitism being so loud, right? I'm sure he has anti-Semitic views of his own. But it was in fact this tweet that got Kanye suspended. Okay, and the scroll, run it back, Will, because I don't think people know what they're looking at. Because I surely didn't know what the fuck I was looking at. I said, what am I looking at here? So to the right, it's Elon Musk shirtless. You know what? No, I could body shame a billionaire, right? Ooh, how many billions you got? And you coming out pasty? You looking like Larry Holmes, all flabby and sick. I'm sorry, that was inappropriate. But he's getting hosed down by some other shirtless white man, and I don't exactly know in the context of which all this is happening. But Kanye said something at the top, said, "Let this will be my last tweet," and showed Elon getting hosed, basically. And he also posted some screenshots of their DM conversation where Elon had asked Kanye to take down the Star of David and swastika tweet. And I think Kanye refused and instead tweeted this instead. And that is what led to the suspension of his account. So if you have any Kanye defenders, still hold it on. Hold it on to the genius. Oh my God. Have you heard my beautiful dark twisted fantasy? Genius record, man. Come on, man. No, fuck that, dog. Fuck that nigga. That nigga is gone. Gone. Get him out of here. Dismiss him from hip hop. Dismiss him from rap. I think it's okay to stop playing Kanye's records on the radio. Like, do him the way we should have done him a long time ago. Oh, hold on. Let me circle back to one more thing that he said in that clip when he talked about going to visit R. Kelly and going to visit Harvey Weinstein and how Christians are, we stand with people, da 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 da. Why was he naming the abuser? It's like, why was he naming the people that cause tremendous harm, the great harm, serial amounts of harm? How come he wasn't talking about standing with the survivors, standing with the victims, standing with those harmed by, say, R. Kelly and Harvey Weinstein? Again, because that Christian shit is a front. That shit is a farce. He just like real Christianity, just like actual Christianity, Kanye is using it to uphold his patriarchal position. He stands with the dudes, fuck them bitches, right? He stands with his niggas, R. Kelly, Harvey Weinstein, fuck them hoes. Again, just further revealing to us what his true intent and motivations are behind some of this shit. Like, just like there's real Christianity, just use it to uphold the patriarchy and fucking white supremacy. And that's why Kanye's a Christian. It's the religion best suited to accomplish those goals. So, gang, Kanye's new name, Kanye is acceptable. We will accept Kanye, but I'm telling you, Clayton Bigsby, the black white supremacist, I'm telling you, the rise, or rather the visibility of these non-white black supremacists, again, I'm not surprised by it, but it's just wild to see. Just wild to see. And just a final thought about that. I saw somebody on social media talk about Ben Shapiro, and and I'm curious actually what like Jewish fans of rap and people who might have been fans of Kanye, like I'm sure they kind of feel. I would love to know. Is Silberg in here? Damn, I'm just making assumptions. David, are you in here? I was even thinking about reaching out to Peter Rosenberg because I know PMD from back in the day. But I know Peter Rosenberg is a real hip hop fan. You know what I'm saying? And I know he is Jewish, so I'm wondering what do real rap fans of Kanye West, of Jewish heritage. Like, what do they really think about this shit? Are they ready to get him out of here? But I would hope so. I would assume so. Hey, Tasha. Thank you, baby girl. Thank you for checking in. Big up to Leroy. Thank you, Crip Hop Nation, for your super chat support. Hey, Big Teal. I don't know, where is David? These are excellent questions. Somebody find Silberg. Oh, Silberg might be kicking. No, let me not put David out like that. I was going to say, because Biden is up in Boston, right? David's probably at the fucking fundraiser, eating some lobsters and shit, getting bumped by the black dudes when they see David with his black wife. No, I'm just fucking with y'all. So anyway, that's my little rant about Kanye. Get this motherfucker out of here. You should have got him out of here when he was wailing on, not physically, not to my knowledge anyway, wailing on black women and got all this smoke for black women. Should have got that nigga out there then. Shouldn't even gave him a chance to get into anti-Semitism. But nope, that's not how this works.